motivational one, should I say. Let's start. How's everybody's day going? I'm having a self-care, self-love day. All about what? All about me. Yeah, I just wanted to literally just encouragement really. Because I know past experiences, maybe even childhood upbringing, can like lower your self-worth without really realizing it. Society can knock you back, opportunities can knock you back, including people I know only too well. But take it from me, especially if you keep ending up in the same messed up cycles and you think to yourself, what am I doing wrong? It's not that what you're doing wrong. It's not really a case of what you're doing wrong. It's more a case of what are you prioritizing? And I learned personally that when you're searching for something outside of yourself, that doesn't end well, you know? Which is why I put that headline for the title. You have to, it's a lot of soul searching. You have to learn how to embrace your own self-worth in order to be able to attract exactly what it is you need, if that makes any sense, you know? Outside of all the madness that I endured, for me, yeah, because everybody's coming from different angles, so, you know, you just pick what resonates with you out of the whole conversation, basically. I know it's not easy. I get that. I get that. And I get that at times it's real hard, you know, especially when you never had the nurturing or the right people around you, even the right kind of parents. But that's just the world we live in, you know. But the best thing I can advise is don't let that define you. And that's why I'm saying it like this, because I wish I had someone that would have spoke to me like this, so that makes any sense, you know. I could have avoided a lot of heartache, setbacks, obstacles, pain, stress, worry, sleepless night, hair loss, you know, and most importantly, not ending up in toxic situations, abusive, violent toxic situations. Because that in itself, especially when you're being abused as well, when you come from abuse, it's like it automatically makes you think to yourself, is that all you deserve? Because you know that's what your abuse has been telling you the whole time, man. I lowered my standards, getting with you. Oh, that person saying that about you. And it doesn't feel good. And after a while, it does break you down emotionally and mentally and physically, and then it affects your health. Mm. And if I can avoid one person having to experience what I experienced, then I'm proud of myself. Point blank period. Yeah. 'Cause I've enjoyed a lot, to say the least. But I always had hope. I'm not bitter about it. I could have been, you know. And as well as that, I think society also doesn't help. When you look about what's going on in the world, you know, it's like people stop genuinely caring for people, but pretending like they did, purely to use them and abuse them, and then tear them down, you know? and then make them to be the villain and the perpetrator the victim. Now, my lighting's going funny. Now, that in itself, yeah, I fully get. It's obviously crazy because we obviously know right from wrong. But that's just the world we live in, unfortunately, you know. And the best advice I can give is always first trust your gut. I'm telling you, because there was times where my intuition was telling me, but where I've been through so much like mental and psychological abuse, it's like I just ignored it. I just put it down to what I was experiencing, you know. It even made me think to myself, I wasn't thinking straight, you know. But now, ooh, always trust your gut. Anything that makes you feel uncomfortable inside yourself ain't good for you. I don't care who it is. It could be the Queen Mother. I don't care. Do you understand? And that's for your own mental well-being as well, you know? Because some people don't make it, you know? And that's the really sad thing about it. While the people projecting that type of abuse on people will just walk straight into something else like it was nothing. Yeah. And I know for a fact that's been done a lot. I feel it. You know? I had to experience so much in order to be able to sit here now and be able to express it like that for people to grasp what I'm trying to say, you know? Because it is really damaging, you know? It is. I know because it damaged me. And you do heal from the damage, which is great. And you heal, and it does strengthen you. Because then it makes you realize you are special, you are deserving. Never let anybody tell you your worth, ever. Please believe me, ever. Nobody's no more than nobody else. But people that are predatory, that is their skill to continue living a fabricated, delusional lifestyle, or the perception that they want people to have. You know? I mean, even my situation, I use it as an example now. And those same people are still in denial, still trying to project things back to me, still trying to send people to attack me, still trying to fabricate malicious lies and fake rumors, you know, and gathering up a witch hunt to gang stalk me. But because I know my self-worth, energetically, it doesn't faze me. But maybe a few years ago, it probably would have it probably would have destroyed me. Honestly, it probably would have. Because I thought that I had to defend myself. Because I wasn't taught anything. I wasn't nurtured. I wasn't truly loved, you know. Like, my childhood was horrendous. Which is why I'm the way I am, you know. I understand that people go through all kinds of trauma, but that doesn't give anybody the right to visit that on another human being. Not at all. And the problem with these predators and these low vibrational evil people, should I say, is the way they gain that control and that power is like they've mastered, like there's like steps to it, you know, how they break you down, how they make you question yourself and your own sanity. Yeah. And it's I wouldn't even say diabolical. I couldn't even find words to fathom how I would say it is. But it's viral. Literally viral. And once you notice the pattern of things, that's when you know you've got a predator on your hands, you know? But before it even gets to that stage, the most important key of all is do not ignore the red flags. Please don't ignore the red flags. Because I did the same thing. And I almost lost my life. Well, not almost. I could have lost my life, but to me, it felt like I did. Because I remember I had a premonition of that same narcissistic, evil, sexual predator taking my life. It came to me in a vision, and that's when I knew I needed to get out. But I was trapped. So the way they systematically done it was so that there was no one there for me to call. They smashed my phone, so I had no means of calling anybody, you know. I was in their domain, so I had no way of escape. Do you understand? And I was literally locked in. Yeah. And I think that in itself has given me excellent insight, you know? And it does. So what you got to do is don't focus on the negative side of things, you know, once you're going through your healing process. Focus on the positives, you know, what it's taught you. Because I've learned things about myself that I didn't even realize. I swear to you, I learned things about myself that I didn't even realize. And in all honesty, there are going to be things you're going to uncover about yourself that you may like, you may love, and you may not like so much. But these are the things you can work on, you know? That's what I did. But it's about really soul searching, going within yourself and asking yourself. And also, on the same hand, you still have to take accountability. Even though I was in that situation, I still have to take my accountability for the sense that when I did escape, even though I had Sparrow on me, which that made it hard, you know? And I couldn't understand why I would believe that person when they said, I swear I would never do it again. I promise I'll do better. Because you always look to see the best in people. That needs to stop. That needs to stop. You better chuck that in the bin. I swear to God. That's the in the bin like a basketball. Throw that in the bin. Okay, this one must have been about 4 or 5 times in like a 3-year span. And that's a lot. When you really actually think back to it, that's a lot. But when I was in it, the way I was broken down and torn down on a daily basis, lack of sleep, accusations of cheating, always being monitored, checking my underwear. Yeah. It does. It sets you back a lot. And that's when I got closer to God. I kid you not. Yeah. And I think for me, that was the best thing ever. Literally the best thing ever. When I heard that voice, and when I heard the voice, it's really funny because I actually looked around thinking, huh? Then I thought I was hearing things. No. You know? So yeah. And then you grow. And it does change you, but it changes you for the better, you know? It kind of gives you this fearless attitude, but at the same time, you're still grounded and humble, you know? And the best thing that I took out of this situation was I didn't let it change me. I didn't let it turn me like what was done to me, that makes any sense, you know? And that's what they actually wanted, actually, funny enough. But yeah, and that is pure strength and courage. Mm. Pure strength and courage. And then you just choose to, I just loved on myself, you know? All the things I used to block out or ignore, I faced it head on, you know? I was sitting with my, and that's why it's good to be by yourself, you know? Because when you're around outside influence, when you're trying to heal, you're still, how can I say? It's like you're still seeking validation, if that makes any sense. No. Anything you need to validate yourself is in here, is yourself. Exactly. And then you get a rude, sharp awakening of how cold and detached a lot of humans are. And that's really sad. That is really sad. You know? But that's not your burden to carry. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter if there's 1,000 horrible people, there will still be a couple of hundred awesome people on the same wavelength as you. You know? Seek and you shall find. And that's where taking the path most less traveled comes in. I kid you not. Yeah. You have to make a choice. Go back to those same old low vibrational cycles or elevate. Do you understand? And raise the vibration. And I never thought this kind of feeling existed, if that makes any sense. I didn't even believe I could get to this type of stage or level. But luckily, here I am. And I believe anybody can do it. You know, when you need to do the work and be 1,000% honest to yourself, you know, because God sees everything. And also, there are some people out there that think, yeah, they can pull one over. It doesn't work like that, because now those same individuals are finding out for themselves. Let's just say that. So I'm not gonna give them no clout. This is my page. Okay, boo boo. But yeah. So although it's been horrific, don't get me wrong, I see it for what it is and I accept it in it. You know? And that's when the second stage comes in. Because you've been through that cycle, put a close to it, and release it. You know? Release it. Because although it was horrendous, you still gained from it. That's the thing. And you got through it when you didn't think you would. You know? Because I didn't think I would. Yeah. Even all the suicide spars that was done on me. Madness. So not only was I having to battle my trauma, I had to also battle a whole heap of outside influences that was targeting me for no reason other than narcissistic control. And control. Yeah. So we are all gifted one way or another. Some have more than others, some have different gifts in different ways, many shapes and forms. You know, it is what it is. Embrace it. You know, we have to do the work in order to go on to the next level. You know, find out things about yourself, start again. And for me, I was told to remember that impressionable child I was at a certain age, excited about life, you know? Yeah. And that was the start. And that's why I'm here now, even though I'm still being attacked. But yeah, it's over now because, like I said, I ain't going backwards for anybody, no matter what they try. Mm-mm. And that's where, once you elevate and you ascend, God will give you a choice. Yeah, He will give you a choice. So it's up to you, innit? You know, I'm not going to tell you what to choose or how to feel. That's why He says free will. Exactly. God created free will. So who has any other individual entity have any power to take anybody's free will? They don't. But yeah, that's just the world we live in. And you'll be glad because then you can look back and be like, that was a massive shitstorm. Like, I didn't see no way out. I didn't see no way through the fog. The only thing that got me through that fog and the lightning and the rain and the wind blowing and the tsunami was my faith, you know? That's what I had. I always had faith that there would be better days. Even when I couldn't see those better days, you know, but now I know it was a lot of attacks. Even though I'm still being attacked, but guess what? It don't worry me. Yeah, then you just start to like, I just made little jingles, I did, yeah. I would just take little things, mix it around, make it my own. Like, my pure energy is hates to the yard. My energy is better than yours. Then my it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. Yeah, little things like that. And you just laugh with yourself. But solitude is essential. You know, it's detrimental, in fact, because if you feel that you still need validation or outside influences, number one, you're not healed, and number two, you're not accepting what you're supposed to be accepting, basically, or embracing it. So yeah, and I know, I believe in you. So you believe in you. You will get there. Just keep going. Keep going. You know? And just always keep the hope. Never give up hope. That's another thing. Because yeah. And then when the time is right, the universe and Mother Earth will work with you. Yeah. And it's true. So yeah. That was just a little chit chat. Just to uplift anyone that's like feeling like shit, especially when it comes down to these kind of seasons, holiday seasons, you know. I feel like I've been there, you know. Not wanting to open up the curtains. Even if you feel like shit, still keep your vibration high, you know. Doesn't matter what you do, find something to make you laugh. Whether you've got to dance, sing, pretend to be X Factor's best of the worst singers. Yeah, break a few windows with your voice. Come on now. You got it going on. So embrace it. Accept it for what it is. And that way you can move forward. If you don't, it's literally like just standing in quicksand, but it's just moving slow, you know? And don't give up. Because the minute you give up, it's not good, you know? Because I've been there also where I've given up. And that's a downward spiral, you know? It's literally like you're falling down a black hole And at one point, the light wasn't that far away, and then all of a sudden, the light looks like a pinprick. And you're thinking to yourself, how the hell did I get so deep? And then you just give up. No, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You was destined, we're all destined for greatness in one way, shape, or form. Point blank, period. You just need to tap in and find out what your greatness is. And enjoy the ride. Enjoy the unknown. Embrace the unknown. But most of all, take the path most less traveled. Okay? So thank you to all my subscribers. I'm very, very grateful. Truly grateful. Because I think when I first started, I can't remember if it was a year or 2 years. I can't really remember. And I think it took ages for me to even get like 1 subscriber. And then 1 went to 4. And I think these times I was still around the wrong kind of people also. So like when I had like 4 subscribers, the people that I believed loved and cared for me, I would share it with them. Not realizing then, but I know now, but not realizing then. They were just showing fake love. And I accept that. It is what it is, you know? Because other tables have turned. And they're still angry and bitter. Because I'm not angry and bitter. And that makes no sense, but hey ho. But yeah. And then 4 subscribers went to, I believe it was about 30 maybe, 30. Yeah, and gradually it just built. And I never expected it to grow. It's just something I did for like a hobby, something to just spend a bit of time doing, or if I was feeling a bit low, I would do it to just cheer myself up. Basically, that's how it started. And then it just grew. And yeah, now I'm loving it. Fully loving it. And that's when, yeah, obviously, because I told the wrong people, obviously, they just started to attack my platforms, or doubt me, mock me behind my back, make fun of me. And that's fine. Because I love me, you know? I love the person I've grown into. I'm courageous, strong, powerful as hell, absolutely, but still humble and grounded. And always show gratitude as well. Always be grateful. Even when you don't think you've got anything to be grateful for, still be grateful, you know? When you think you're on your own and no one's listening, everywhere has ears. Let's be clear on that one, yeah. Everywhere has ears. That's another thing I also learned as well. Yeah. And I think what it was, I was sat one day and God started talking to me. And I really thought it was bullshit. I thought someone was trying to stitch me up. And to verify it to me, he told me of an experience that I had had recently. And he told it me word for word and didn't miss out anything. And that's when I knew. Yeah. He's always with you. Through the good and the bad. You just have to connect. So that's what I started to do. I started to connect with him. Yeah. And that's when he showed me so much, you know? Yeah. Even though divine timing is like, that's something you've got to really like learn to wrap your head around. But I'm used to it now. You know, it's like a walk in the park. It is. So yeah. And you learn, and the more you learn and you grow, and the easier it gets, you know? But also be reminded that especially if you're chosen, you're always being tested. Yeah, always being tested. I'm just glad that I passed the test. I didn't know I was being tested until I was told. Yeah, and I understood, you know. So ride the wave. Don't try and fight against it. Release anything that you have no control or power over, and just let your angels deal with it. Because if you don't, you'll end up in like a mental cycle of torture. Mm. And I know because I've been there myself. Yeah. And then you've got to detach. Maybe you have to break karmic cycles, maybe even generational curses. Yeah, or ancestral curses. But yeah. And I've completed all of those things. And that, no, do you know what the beautiful thing was actually? Obviously, although God sees part of me, evidently, was for my ancestors and my divine ancestors to tell me how proud they were that I persevered. I literally started crying, like, yeah. Okay, I've never heard those words before, so it was alien to me. Do you know what I mean? And that's what made me know that the people that did say it to me at the time never meant a word of it. You can feel it, you know? When someone tells you that they're proud of you, they tell you what they're proud of. And although they're saying it, just that embrace alone, you feel the energy of it. I didn't get that. So I kind of weighed it up like, but hold on a minute. When such and such said it, it was just like straight off the cuff, like with no meaning, no feeling in it. Yeah. No emotion behind the words. But yeah, when they said it, it literally meant the world to me. I was just on this massive high, you know, like this little, and literally felt like there was this beam of light on me. It felt so good. So now I live every day of my life with that same feeling, you know? But you walk in authenticity, that's essential, and honesty, transparency, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to just share that little bit. Obviously, as it goes on, I'll be sharing more and more and more. And diving into other things and so forth and so forth. But for the most part, even if you see with the setbacks, yeah, even if you've got to take time out and recuperate, evaluate, rejuvenate, and start again, do it, you know, but never give up. And also be careful what you speak off your mouth as well, because it's still energy, you know. So whatever comes out your mouth, that's what's going to end up manifesting. And I've written that too. So yeah, I can speak on that. Okay. Yes. And yeah. Be excited about the unknown and embrace it. And always show gratitude, always be thankful. Always be thankful, you know? Because you know, anything you've overcome, that's not just you, that's your whole spirit team. That is God backing you also. Mm. So yeah, just want to just add my little 2 pence. Because I'm glad I did. But yeah, it's so cold out there. So I'm just having a Wednesday day. Yeah, a Wednesday day. In the warm, all snuggled up. Actually, I went out for, I think I went to the shop. And I was like, ooh, no, 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 no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So I was like, yeah, let me just have a a day off of the routine, if that makes any sense. Take a break from that routine, you know. Structure your days. Start to do things that put a smile on your face or make you happy. Start to focus on the dreams you had when you was growing up, what you want to do. Doesn't matter what it is, you know. From you're still living and breathing, and you still got all your parts, you could do anything. I promise you can do anything. I believe in you. So you need to believe in yourself also. And you will get there. There's no rush, you know. Hold on. That's the thing about onesie, isn't it? Because there's fleece, I think, once you sit down on a certain surface, unless the line is straight, it kind of bends. And as you sit down, it just feels like you're restricted. So you like all this business. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I did, guys. And I'm still going. And then I'm now uncovering more things about myself I didn't know. But good things at the same time, you know? And then as time goes on, because God knows your heart better than you do, once you reach a certain level, anything that was ever hidden from you or anything that you do need to know spiritually, God will tell you. Yeah. But he will never burden you with anything that could harm you. That makes any sense. Yeah. He would never do that. I know that because why? Things have, how can I say, unraveled the way they have. You know? It's always for the greater good. So always keep that in mind, for the greater good. Yeah. And I hope everybody enjoys the afternoon. I'm not gonna chill. Probably watch a movie, you know? I don't know. But yeah, so Soul Tribe, subscribers, the collective, the 144,000, or just anybody in general as high vibrational. Yeah. Keep fighting. Yeah. And have a great afternoon and an even more beautifuler night sleep. So mote it be. Bye guys.